Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Heat Seeker Outdoors. Today we're going to talk specifically about redneck blinds, in particular the redneck ghillie. We're going to put one together here for you, and we'll talk a little bit about the features of it, stuff like that, and then we'll show you placement in the woods and just kind of talk a little bit about, you know, how they camouflage in and all that kind of stuff. Sis is going to be my helper here for putting it together, and if we can con her mom into helping us out too, maybe we'll get Erica down with us. But stick with us, and today we're going to talk about the redneck blinds. So first up, obviously unboxing. We've already taken most of it out of the big box, and now I'm just taking everything out of the small box. Honestly, with the instructions, it makes it super simple. We can throw it up in about 30 minutes. All metal construction on the frame, all the nuts and bolts, extra nuts and bolts. That's one thing I love about Rednecks. They send you plenty of extras, because they assume, and I've done it, you put it together out in the woods, you're going to drop 2 or 3 that you can't find. So everything comes kind of pre-packaged and ready to go, and we're going to get it unboxed and get moving. One little tip on these, they have these set screws in the support braces here. These set screws stay where they're at. They'll come into play later. Those face the inside, so make sure that you put these facing the inside, because that's how we attach part of the ghillie that we're going to put on later. So make sure all these face the inside, and the bottom part of the frame that you saw us put together, those also have these same set screws facing the inside. That'll come into play later, so make sure that those face in. Okay, so we've got our frame up. It's loose right now. You want to leave all your bolts loose, because we've got it on a good level floor here, but you want to get everything leveled out. Make sure that everything's squared up before you tighten everything up. So last thing we'll do before we start tightening everything up is just throw some levels on some places, make sure we're square, get the top squared up, and then we'll be ready to put the cover on. So we've got a few more tedious little things to do. We've got to put our gear console in, a couple other little additions, but after that we'll be ready to put our ghillie on. So we'll show you that. Got our frame put together, and we finished it up a couple days ago. Had to run and do some stuff. Now we're ready to throw the ghillie itself on. Unfortunately, neither one of us are tall, but we can still get it up over. We'll get it worked around, and then we'll get it all put together and show you what it looks like. So once you get the ghillie on, you just kind of have to rotate it. We knew our door was going to be close, and as we pulled it on, we kind of had to shimmy it around a little bit, but basically now that we've got it on, I'll get it in place, get my corner zippers all zipped together, and then I'll start putting everything, Velcro and everything to it, and get all the window curtains put up. So we'll show you that when we're ready. All right, so we're inside the blind, and where I start once I've got the ghillie on is with the Velcro here. So I'm just going to get all my Velcro set, then I can start working my way down the blind. It's really not something that you would want to do like, you know, using it as a portable setup blind day of, but you know, it takes, I don't know, we can kind of get this, it's on, we can put it on a trailer and we can move it around pretty easy if we want to do it that way. We can put it on a sled. They make a sled for it, we can put it on that. So it can be portable, but for us, typically once we have it where it's going, it'll stay there for at least the duration of the season, or until we see where deer are moving elsewhere, and we just basically, my wife and I will pick it up and we'll walk it wherever we need to go. So it's really the ultimate in semi-permanent but yet portable blinds. So I'm going to finish getting the rest of the Velcro done, and then we'll show you the window setup. Okay, so the last thing before we're basically done with the blind is putting the window curtains on. Pretty simple, bungee cord, goes around the frame, hooks on top and bottom, and then that's what creates the windows, being able to slide up and down. So super simple. Show you how it's done. Okay, so here's our window screen. Got bungee cords with clips here and here. This is one of the long window screens. Same thing on the bottom, bungee clip. It goes up around the frame, up around the frame, down low around the frame on both sides, and that's what gives us the ability to slide them up and down and kind of get wherever you want to get it. We got our blind built, we're headed out, real close by home. We just, it's beeping at me telling me this is a dumb idea. It's less than ideal. I'm sure we're going to get some looks going down the road. We haven't passed a car yet, so hopefully we can get out there and get it set up here in a few minutes. And we got about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks actually, for youth season, so we're getting excited about turkey hunting, and the redneck ghillie is the way to go on turkey season. So we'll move on from here. Whoa, close up is right. Good old man. Crocs and socks. We're here at the old blind location. Just had cheap ground blind here. And as you can tell, over the years we've kind of tried to just keep it going, and it's finally on its last leg, and time to put a redneck in. One thing I really like about these redneck blinds is that it comes with right out of the box. Big rebar stake. For putting it on the ground, comes with these little L brackets here. Pin drives into that, and it's going to keep the wind kind of catches a lot of wind right here off this edge. We're setting this up. Typically we have a west wind, which will be coming from this direction, blowing this way. And in this field that we're on, during deer season, our wind is usually right for when the deer approach into this. But so it does get a lot of wind. That's why I really like that the Redneck comes with this setup already, and it's pretty easy to drive. And once it's in there, it's in there. So we're gonna get it driving these stakes, get this thing ready, and then we'll do a little trimming with our easy cuts. In place. Now it's time to go cut some shooting lanes. We got our sling pack, easy cut. So we got our easy cut sling pack. I think we're going to use the bigger loppers and probably the saw here. So we're going to get out and start cutting some shooting lanes, and we should be ready to go. About 2 weeks out of season, so hopefully we're in the game. Well, there's one blind down. We got one to go. We got shooting lanes cut. We'll come back in the summer and cut more for deer season, because we're going to elevate this blind and do some other things. So, but for turkey season and for right now, this blind's good to go. Alright, so we're our finished Redneck blind. We've got it placed. And so we just want to talk, just to end the episode, kind of on some of the features we love about the Ghillie especially. You can have 360 degrees of field vision if you choose to do that. All the windows will actually open up. There's a peep window on the back that will open up. It's kind of a nice, especially if I've got the kids and they want to be able to see out everywhere. When I'm by myself, or a lot of times when you see us hunting, we're just going to open the forward facing windows and maybe just kind of quarter open the sides just to be able to see out. But the biggest thing that guys get caught when they're hunting in a ground blind is they have the front window, the back window open, and as that deer or that turkey's coming down through there, they'll actually look through, see your movement with light behind you, and it catches you. I know I wear a dark sweatshirt or a dark long sleeve shirt when I'm in the blind, and I've not been picked off since I've been using the Ghillies. And that's, turkeys have that incredible vision, and to be able to kind of fool that just one more tool in the toolbox for that. I love the gear console. I can throw calls, I can throw drinks, snacks, camera equipment, whatever, in those gear consoles, and it works out really well for that. The inside is roomy. They're 6x6, so we've actually had me, my wife, and all 4 of our kids in them before, and it's a little crammed whenever you've got that many people in. But especially if you're trying to video hunts, or if you're taking multiple people hunting, the Ghillie makes just an awesome option. And then for us in here, the kids want to move around a little bit. It's not like a tree stand where deer are going to catch that movement, or you're sitting in a fence row turkey hunting, they're going to catch that movement. The kids can get up, The older I get, I have to get up and stretch a little bit too, so you know, it makes it nice for that. And really the portability of it, you know, we can put this on a trailer if we want to and move it across like a picked cornfield, picked bean field, hay field, whatever. And it just blends in really well, and you get the deer and the turkey used to it, and it just really, it's such a tool to put in your arsenal. I love hunting out of it. And the 6x6, it's actually tall enough for me to stand and shoot if I want to. I practice sitting and shooting, so I don't necessarily need to do that. But if you need to stand to shoot, that's what the corner bow windows are for. Or if you're elevated, which we eventually will be elevating this blind, the corner window allows you to get that low angle or a high angle. You know, you got the deer right below you kind of shot. But you can buy several accessories. There's a bow holder, there's a GoPro or a 1/4-inch camera screw type holder for it. Comes with a hook to hook up on top to do the bow holder for you. So, you know, you can buy different accessories for it and make things work. But all in all, it's my favorite blind to hunt out of, especially being a family guy that likes to take the kids, likes to take my wife. There's nothing that I found that's easier or works better than the Redneck Ghillie. So hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a lot of information, maybe not quite the hunting or the fishing that you typically like to watch, but these are the kind of things that can help make you successful this fall for your hunt. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching Heat Seeker Outdoors.